Hey guys, this is just a quick video to show some of the craft projects I've done recently. Craft is probably a bit generous for some of them, but I always like seeing what other people are up to and getting new ideas, so give me a thumbs up if you're interested in seeing this kind of thing every so often as I'm working on things. I don't want to seem like I'm bragging, but like I said, I really do like to share ideas with people if you're interested, so let me know. First thing I made recently was a fleece soaker. I think the polka dots are so cute, and I got this fabric at Joann Fabrics on like crazy sale. It was on clearance. It was $2 a yard. I only got 1 yard, and I really wish I had just bought everything that there was because I think the colors are so cute. This is the first fleece soaker I've ever made, and I'm just really starting to get used to like how much you have to stretch this kind of fabric when you're sewing it to make like the waistband and the legs, and so it's definitely not perfect, but it fits Alice right now. I think it looks so cute on her. It works well, and I'd like to make some others. So this was a good first attempt. I used like the most famous soaker pattern out there. It's called Katrina's soaker pattern. I'll link to it. Okay, I did make my sandbox cover using this fabric, but I'll do a separate video about that when the sandbox is completely done, so you'll see that. That was in the works for a very long time. I made this a while ago, but I never showed the final product. So this is a rag rug that I made out of t-shirts that I cut into strips and then crocheted in a round. Basically, I just stopped because I ran out of material, but I would like to expand it because it is too small. So I'm keeping an eye open for more shirts or whatever kind of fabric I can use to continue it. If I find a lot of material, I'd like to make a totally different one. I'd like to make a red one, and then I will try to do some sort of tutorial thing. This is crocheted. If you crochet, of course, it's really easy. If not, you can make like the braided kind that then you sew together. I've heard that's harder, but I'd like to give it a try someday. So the next thing, I've had a knitting loom on my wish list, just my mental wish list, for months and months and months. I totally lucked out and found this at the thrift store last time we were there, last week. It was only $2.99, so I just scooped it up and just started playing around with it. I haven't used one since I was a kid, and I just had a vague memory of how to do it, so I did some searching on YouTube and figured it out. I had this image of making sort of like a sweater, like tunic for Alice, sort of like a long, I don't know how to describe it, like a long tunic kind of thing. But I ran out of yarn, so what I ended up with is a hat. So I just had the tube, and then I decided to just kind of gather the top and tie a little bow. But this should fit her this coming winter because she has a pretty big head. So anyway, that's a little bit of a rainbow hat for her. This isn't really a craft, but I got this idea. This is a Montessori activity I saw on Jen and Brad +1's channel recently. Maybe some other people have done it too, but I just saw it on her channel, so I'll link to her video. And she used a little bit different material. She used poker chips, and we don't have any poker chips, and I didn't want to spend the money, so I just used these, whatever they're called, these little rings from Alice's other toy. And I took a box that opens and closes pretty securely and cut a slit in the top. I didn't put it in the middle because I thought it was more attractive away from the flowers. But this is just for Alice to work on fitting the ring into the box, and just a fine motor activity. And then she can, actually I plan to like open the box up and, you know, let her get the rings out, but she can do it herself. So that's a new thing for her. Pretty simple, and like I said, you can use poker chips with the smaller slots, so that would be a little bit more challenging. Alright, and the last thing, again, this isn't really a craft since I didn't hardly do anything with it, but I think it would be a really easy thing to duplicate if it's something that, yeah, you know, you think is cool. So recently I went to a sort of estate sale in a big building downtown that used to be a hotel. And they were selling off all sorts of furnishings and stuff. And one of the things that they had were all of these big denim bags that they used to sort the mail that would go to different elementary schools in the city. And they were selling these for just $3 a piece, and it's heavy duty denim. So this is one of the elementary schools. It's really big, and it was in really good shape. So I got it with the idea of just putting a pillow inside and having this be like a floor pillow. So right now, it does have a handle here, just a really simple handle, and it closes with Velcro. And there you see, there's just a standard pillow inside. So it's easy to wash the cover, and the little handle and everything makes it easy. Right now I store it under Alice's crib, and when we want to kind of tumble around, or I want her to lay down, we'll read books laying on our backs, I can just slide this out. As time goes on, we may store it under the couch, just slid underneath, for Alice to kind of sit on when she watches TV, or to sit on the floor and play games or whatever. So, like I said, I think it would be really easy to duplicate. Just get some heavy fabric, and then, make basically a big pocket the size of your pillow. I think that's it for now. I might be missing a couple of things. Like I said, if you want to see these kind of videos, just as I'm making things every so often, let me know. I would love to see your recent craft projects, so feel free to make a video response and send it to me below so that we can kind of share and collaborate and, just exchange ideas. It's one of my favorite things about YouTube. So thanks for watching.